who in the team should we, maybe arrest for the decision to go with such a long name? Whose idea was it in the team?
whole idea was...
You ask me where I get all my energy from. From the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god. And you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokbe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
See, if you leave me, go over you. If you try go, you go. Hey, people, this is Olive the boy, the kid gringo from Ghana. And here I am on the Afrobeat podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to a brand new edition of Adeshokbe Live, the official Afrobeats podcast. Here in the Afro Media Studios, where we break down the hottest topics in the culture. And I'm joined by a special guest one-on-one to have that intimate conversation with me. As always, we appreciate the subscriptions, likes, and comments. As I've said before, checking the statistics today, 80% of the people watching and supporting this podcast has not subscribed yet. So we need you to subscribe. We need those subscriptions. The bigger we get, the better we'll be in a position to promote our own people and our culture without waiting for others to do so. So please click the subscribe button now, share and comment, and we appreciate you as you do so. Now, this is brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. Drink and stay energized. Be yourself. This is for us, by us. You can go to energygod.com. Put an order in, support the movement, support the culture. And as always, Anchor Car Sales. If you're living in the United Kingdom and you're trying to get yourself a brand new car, any type of car, whether it's a Jeep, a Benz, a Beamer, whatever it is, Anchor Car Sales can help you with that dream. All you have to do is check them out on social media, send them a personal message and say Shopsy Do sent you, and they'll send you someone that will be able to cater to your needs, your budget, and get you your dream car. It's Anchor Car Sales. If you're in the UK, make sure you hit them up. Now, joining me in the studio for the very first time, all the way from west side of Africa, West Africa to be exact, the Gold Coast region, representing the Black Stars in the building. He is a boy, and he is Olive the boy.
My brother.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm good.
Nice to have you in the studio.
I've been wanting to come here.
Yeah,
I swear.
I appreciate it, man. I saw you outside. You didn't have a jacket on. How are you enjoying?
I can't lie. UK is really treating me cold. It's been cold to me.
Listen, when you
good.
people where they here,
They lied to me.
they cold. So
They lied to me, man. That today is gonna be 17 degrees. And I'm still feeling cold.
Nah, you see, I own 70 degrees. No be the 70 degrees from Ghana, man. Listen, how's Ghana? How are you doing? How's everything going?
I'm good. The family is good. Work is good. Everything is good.
I know you caught attention basically like a couple of years ago. I think really caught everybody's attention in like 2023. But I know as a music person and a music fan that the story never starts in 2023. The story is way beyond that. Yeah. Let's talk a bit about, the humble beginnings of your musical journey. Okay. Where did that start? How did that start?
Okay, if you really go through my story, you will know that it started from high school. In Kumasi, somewhere called Santa.
Wow.
Yes, in Kumasi in high school. You know that thing, I mean, when you start to write, it comes from something, right? The inspiration is from something. And if you look at the songs I write, you definitely know where it comes from.
Heartbreak, love
and stuff. So I was in love with this girl that I mean, we had come back from school.
Yeah.
And I took a Kwame Eugene song. I've forgotten the song, and I played the keyboard a bit, so I just did my thing and wrote something. I knew about music growing up and songwriting, so it was just something.
Where did that come from? How did you get into music and songwriting?
My mom,
yes,
right, she had these cassettes and stuff. She had recorded songs.
Oh, wow.
So I used to admire her a lot, like pick her CDs, listen to them and stuff. So I knew about songwriting.
Did she put the music out, or she just recorded?
She could not.
So she was just a talent that loved music.
Even my dad can write songs too. So both of them. I mean, I used to listen to like a collaboration between the two of them.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah. So I knew about songwriting. I knew about music. Even when I was like 5, 6, 7, I wrote something at that age. You know, I was little.
Wow.
Yeah. So I knew about it. And then in school, high school, I started writing. I showed it to my boys. I mean, I was not really confident about myself.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like the comments and the love my people showed me in school made me want to do it more. You know, yeah, initially it was just me, you know, writing stuff, you know, just having fun with it. You know that thing.
But somebody saying, listen, this thing can work, you know.
Exactly.
But you said you grew up.
Exactly. I was in a boys' school. You know, so
yeah,
to have boys.
Listen. I went to a boys' school too, and a lot of the support we got usually is fake. We used to gas ourselves up at the wrongest thing. They'll say, my God, Omo, you bad though. Meanwhile, you're actually terrible.
But you know, one thing that made me really believe in myself that I'm doing the thing right is there was this time that I sang to my boys and they were all emotional.
Wow.
They were all teary.
Do
you understand? So like to have killer boys, to have talk boys.
Talks where feelings.
You know, in your feelings and stuff. I'm like, bro, this is...
You struck a guy. A lot of them had eaten so many breakfasts. It was
so like it was that mad for me. So from Kumasi, you know, a few freestyles like caught attention. And then I met my people.
How?
2021.
How?
Okay, so you know that thing when like you're doing freestyles and people hit you up, trying to like get you into their camp, stuff,
come work with us, come into the studio.
I didn't really pay attention to any of them. I wanted to work with someone that I wanted to work with. You understand? So my producer hit me up, sent me a couple beats. That was I because of the freestyles, people wanted to like make them into like a very, you know, a very serious project.
Yeah.
Right. And so people were sending me beats like back and forth.
Via social media.
I fell in love with his own because I felt like, how is this Ghanaian?
What's the producer's name?
Beats Vampire.
Beats Vampire is a popular name in Nigeria. Yeah.
Well, you know. If you hear craze, you know what's up.
That's the producer. He's in the P Square beef. We will sort him out. Don't worry. Yeah. So
he sent me a couple beats to like the freestyles that I had done. That I should come to the studio and then we record. You know that thing with African moms and so you know they mostly feel like they can set your future like for you.
Yep.
Yeah, they were thinking I should go to school and all of that, get a degree and stuff. So they weren't really
for security.
Support,
absolutely.
In support of the music.
Even though they had an experience of music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't go well for them. You know, so they thought it was not going to go well for me. You know, and in Africa, it is cool. Education
because
is like
that's the most secure form that can put you on a path.
Exactly.
It's not guaranteed. We still what the
guaranteed,
leaderships are doing. The young people there's still no jobs, but it's the safest route to a guaranteed earning in the future. So their fears, especially African parents, most of the time is justified.
Yeah, but then I really believed in myself. So I had to go stubborn. You know, when I released my first project in 2021.
How old were you in 2021? You were still a teenager.
I was like 18.
17, 18.
Yeah, 17, 18. Yeah. And then I released it. I didn't tell anyone. My mom did not know. Nobody knew about it.
So you guys just put the music out?
Put the music out.
What was your aspiration at that time? Because now you've come out of high school, you're probably in university at the time or about to go into university, but you decided to put music out. Personally, what were you hoping to achieve? More girls, more love, more.
Well,
it couldn't have been money.
Personally, you know, growing up, I didn't really get people loving my stuff. I was somebody that was like always alone, always in my own zone, very very not confident. You understand? So I think I loved the fact that I could do something that people loved. You know, people wanted to come to me, be close to me. You know, so all of that
validation
you get. So like all of that made me feel like, but if I'm going to get all of this love, if I'm going to do something I'm passionate about to make some money out of that, then why don't I do it? I just felt like nothing really pays you better than talent at that point.
Nothing pays you better than talent.
That's what I felt like. You know, and you don't. It's easy that way because you're passionate about it. You love what you're doing, and you're making some money out of it. So like all of that, you know, made me want to do it. We dropped it in 2021. It didn't really do well. It was the freestyles that I had already done.
That you have done on social media. You now made them into full songs.
Like a full EP project.
Yeah.
We dropped it. People, I mean, I had it in for a young artist that had not dropped anything yet.
Yes.
It was mad. I mean, I had that time on Audio Max.
Yes.
I had like 200,000 in like 2 days.
Yeah.
You know, so
wow.
It's all of that motivated me to like do
without
more.
knowing anybody, without knowing nothing, just put the music.
We just put it out.
Raw.
We didn't really even have funds to like push the project,
promote or anything.
It was just us doing our thing because we believed in it.
Yeah.
And fast forward, we dropped a few singles, caught attention of a few media people.
When did the pendulum swing? When did you and the team, what was that moment that made you think like, yo, it looks like we might be on something here? You know, was it somebody that heard the record? Was it a fan's reaction? Was it a radio station? What was that moment that made you guys think, you know, this might be something?
It was, I would say it was TikTok. Yeah, it was TikTok.
Gen Z. Bro, that's the Gen Z determinant.
In 2023, we had dropped the Havana EP.
Yeah.
Which had Good Sin on it.
Yeah.
We really, really believed in Good Sin. That was like our lead song.
Single.
Yeah. And then it was like a month. And like nothing is really, you know, moving. You know, like we were doing everything in our power. We didn't have like some strong power or something, like money, funds and stuff. We didn't have all of that, but we were trying to do everything within our means, right? It was not really moving. And after a month, I just like go on TikTok and you scroll, you see Good Sin. You scroll, you see Good Sin. You see Good Sin like a couple times. And I'm like, this is getting crazy. And I was thinking it was just some glitch or something, you know. I was thinking it was like glitch or something. And it's been 2 hours, 3 hours. If I still check, I see that this thing is trending.
No
this thing is like going. Like you cannot scroll 3 times and not see Good Sin. I just knew it that from there, like it's done. I was like, I called one guy, I was like, bro, let's go do some more content. I feel like this thing is like, you know, moving. Even at that time, we didn't have, if you go look at my videos, you would know that we didn't really have a lot. But like we did everything within our means. And I mean, here we are.
Were you still at uni at the time? Were you at uni?
I was schooling still. I was in school in University of Ghana.
What were you studying?
Business admin.
Business admin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Business admin.
So did you finish or you had to drop out?
I had to drop out.
No way.
I made that decision myself.
Talk to me about what mommy and daddy felt about this groundbreaking decision.
Well, I mean, I had told them that I would be able to like.
Basically, let me tell mommy, boy has gone bad now.
Right, so like I had told them that I would be able to like manage the two, work with the two. But when I had Good Sin,
yeah,
and I saw the future, I saw like all these back-to-back stuff I was going to do, and I just knew that I had to drop out. I had to like hold on to it
and focus
because there has to be back-to-back with like work, and I can't be doing school. I love school. I love it when I'm doing, you know, the good grades and stuff. So I just felt like, okay, now if I'm looking at school and music, I have a lot of time, you know, if I say I'm going to choose school, because I was still in like 200 level.
200 level.
That meant if I'm trying to throw away music, then I have 2 years to finish school.
Yeah.
But if I'm on music, I have like a couple time to make a statement.
Okay.
You know,
I hear what you're saying.
And there's going to be back-to-back work
Yeah.
to be able to like make it stand. So I just felt like, no, let me just wait on music, on education, because I can come back to it anytime.
Yep.
And then just work with music, because when you build a momentum and you're not
have to
able to like
follow through.
to
just
be able
lose
to
that.
like stand on your ground,
Facts.
you will lose it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because nowadays the attention span
It's 2 seconds.
and I feel like it's because of social media. Because like, look at these reels, look at all these videos people post. Like, it's just built the mind to not have time for you.
They just watch it, get entertained, and move on. So that's the same kind of attention they put into music.
Exactly.
Now, speaking about music, you've come from the Gold Coast, west side of Africa, Ghana, representing the Black Stars, that has given us so many incredible talents, musicians, additions to the pop culture in Africa. Who are some of those musicians that a young Olive the Boy was checking out?
Well, I would not say check it out. You know, when I could like listen to music from my own devices, I was already a grown, you know, man, like a teenager and stuff. You know, in our homes, they don't really give you the stuff because they know that. Yeah, but
when you became a teenager,
when
you
I became a teenager, I fell in love with people like Ricardo Banks, people like Mugiz, people like King Promise,
singers,
you know, people like Kiddy, you know, because I was a lover boy. I am a lover boy still.
So you're still on that peak.
Still,
so are you trying to tell us now that you have focused, you have one girlfriend and you're focused? Is that what you're telling us?
I will focus, man.
So are you telling us that you're focused on one woman? Is that your focus now? Which means you can't answer that question. Carry on talking.
Right, man. We're focused, man. We're working.
We're working.
Yeah, we're working.
Music is your focus.
We don't want
we
don't want no stress.
So
like one is cool.
The message to a girl right there.
Ah, we're cool.
So you were listening to the likes of
man.
Giz, Kiddy, King Promise.
People like that. People like I really loved Ricardo. Like there's this song, Catapult. That song, man. It was everything for me. Like I really loved the song. So I think, you know, as a creative, as somebody that creates stuff, your brain actually picks up stuff without you even knowing, and then it shaping you into being
the person you
are. Person. So I think listening to all these people kind of gave me, you know, the sound that I put out right now. That was what my brain get towards, to like just loved.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah. So those are like some of the people I listen to, and like I said, I had to go up to some point to be able to like listen to
have access to music like that.
And I loved pop music, so I used to listen to some Justin Bieber, you know, some stuff. So like all of that, you know,
influenced you. Let's talk about the Ghana music scene. The Ghana music scene is always a contentious topic when we speak to creatives and musicians, because everybody has their own take there. You have some artists that will say, oh, the scene, the culture back home don't support us. You get some scenes that will say, you know, the artists, once they become superstars, they don't pour back into the industry, into the media back home. You know, it's always a yin and yang. For a young artist coming up, what has been your experience within that scene?
Well, I can't really speak for the OGs. I can't speak for the people that came before me, because you know, they had their own experiences. They were there before I came. But speaking for my people, like my generation, like the people like Kojo Black, the people like Kwame Eugene, like Kiddy,
the young ones.
I think the young ones are people that want to connect with each other, you know, to work together. Like we like to, I mean, I listen to Kojo Black a lot, pick a few things from him, you know, pick a few things from other people. We like to like give to each other like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I have experienced. I've not really been being able to like work with a lot of the OGs to really know
how they
but then for my people, that's what I know. I know that we like to try new stuff. We like to like be different in our own way. We accept stuff. We like to copy. We like to like learn from people. We like that.
Speaking about new generation, learning from others, I don't think I've seen anybody from Ghana with your hairstyle and hair color.
You know, this thing.
I have to be honest.
This thing has given me a lot of problems, man.
So
in Ghana,
you have to break it down.
It has given me a lot of problems. But
this must have given you while on this hairstyle.
Bro, you know, I people say I sound Nigerian.
Musically or
musically?
Okay.
Right. And with the green hair and stuff.
Like you're doing too much.
Are you trying to be Nigerian by force?
Oh, is it? Is that what they say?
That's what they say. Like they say that. Are you trying to be Nigerian by force? Like you speak like them. I mean, like when you're singing, you sing like them. You know.
No way. And is that supposed to be like a negative? Is that are they trying to make it a negative thing against you? That you know you have sounds that sound like Nigerian music?
Yeah, some of them feel like I'm just copying. Right? Even when I was doing freestyles.
No way.
Exactly. Because I remember when I was doing freestyles and I was trending, somebody, I don't know who it was, picked my video and kind of made a collage with me and a girl, like a video collage, where they said Ole from Nigeria and Ama from Ghana. You know, who do you think is best? Ole from Nigeria. And I saw that thing. I'm like, bro, I'm just doing music. I listen to people like Kelvin Boy. I listen to people like In Promise, and I want.
And again, you also said that you are inspired by Ricardo Banks. So that's not. But listen, if I can take a little bit of the Ghanaian personality and, I'll take it. I'll run with it too. I don't care.
Well,
I'll proudly say it too. Listen.
The thing, truthfully, was not even intentional. Like I said, your brain just picks it up.
Absolutely.
And this just builds you. Oh, people say it. People feel like it's negative. It's not good to do that. But I feel like if you're doing Afrobeats, you're doing it proper. You need to sound like a
universal Afrobeats, Afro-pop artist.
Yeah, and I think people are getting to accept it now. It was initially it was bad for me. I didn't like it.
Wow.
But to be put into that category of like people winning.
Yeah.
Just made me feel like, okay,
you're a proud Ghanaian. You've always been a proud Ghanaian.
The kid bingo from Ghana straight.
Yeah. You came to Ghana party in the park. You represent fully. What tribe are you in Ghana?
I'm Ashanti. Full Ashanti.
You are you are the cornerstone of African culture.
You gotta go.
That's where the money is. So there's no way you can be an Ashanti boy and not be proud of your roots.
Exactly.
So, maybe again
I'm doing this not for anything, even if for myself, for Ghana too.
Facts.
And for the whole of Africa.
Facts.
Exactly.
Facts. But one question I wanted to ask, Olive the boy, that's a long, it's like, who in the team should we, maybe arrest for the decision to go with such a long name? Whose idea was it in the team?
The whole idea was my idea.
Why? What?
Okay, so, the pressure that comes with trying to find a name, because like if I'm sitting,
been used. everything
has been used.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Right?
Unless you want to use your own name.
And if I'm interviewed, they would probably want to know why I picked the name.
Yes.
How did it come up? That's like, and
So
you
it's
have
a
to explain to them
piece.
to make it like really make sense.
Absolutely.
As to why you picked the name.
Absolutely.
How does it like really fits your personality?
Yeah.
So it was really hard for me trying to find, because like everything was like rush for me. I was doing freestyles, people like go record.
Yeah.
But why are you not going to the studio?
Mm.
And going to the studio has to come with a name. Why are you not releasing songs? It has to come with a stage name. It has to fit me. It has to make sense. When I tell you about it, you have to like go like, oh, okay. But then it was really hard for me. So I just went like, okay, let me just choose a name. If I go and they ask me, I was like, oh, I just chose it.
Yeah.
Right. But growing up in this game, I started to really live it, because I love green. Olive is green, right? Olive is very calm. I'm calm. You know, the fruit is almost everything that talks about the foods, like olive kind of fits me. You know, it's really hard for me to get angry. You would have to squeeze me. You know, you would have to squeeze the olive fruit to get the oil out and everything. So I just started to okay, let's just leave it. And that is why I have this green thing here.
So that's the representation of it.
It's just like a representation. And you know, olive is mostly given to girls. Mostly is a universal name, but then it's mostly given to girls.
Yes.
So this time I just wanted them to know that it's Olive the boy
for the girls.
You see how
you do well. You do well. You do well. Well, now
so like Olive, mostly you just have to know that the green boy. You understand? Like something to make people know it when
stands out.
Exactly.
It stands out.
When you hear Olive the boy, you just know green.
Stands out. Stands out. And I don't think anybody else would have had that type of name. So individuality is also part of music. It's part of entertainment. You want something that people can remember you by. Your hair, people can remember you by that. Your name, people can remember you by that. So that helps the whole thing. So I get it. Now it's 2025. Like I said, you really caught attention in 2023. You had a great 2024. You came into the UK, performed at Ghana Party in the Park, had hit records that went, good scene, this one, that one. We're at the beginning of 2025. You've come to the UK. You've performed, celebrating Ghana independence alongside greats like R2Bs. And you were just telling me now that a project is on its way. April 12th.
Yeah.
What's the title of the project?
Out of the Blue.
Out of the Blue.
Out of the Blue.
And what can we expect from the theme of that project? What is, what can we get from Out of the Blue?
Well, you can it's
love,
it's mainly love, but everything related to love. That's just it. Everything related to love, the heartbreak, the passion, the love, the intimacy. Everything is in there. And then I'm lucky to have someone like Kimadi, on the sound, and a few more people.
You've got a few. How many records are we expecting from this project? Has the team decided on the number?
It's an 8-track EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, have 8 songs on it.
8-track EP.
Yeah.
12th of April. There's not going to be any change of dates because Africans are very used to.
No, we're set. We're already set, and we're coming.
Are there any Ghanaian collaborators on there?
Yeah.
Because you mentioned the likes of Kitty, Kojo Black. Are we going to see, a lot more collaborations within the young sphere in Ghana? I saw Kitty and Black Sheriff were together yesterday. They've got.
I already have a song with Kojo Black.
Kojo Black, yeah.
His Rugged song.
Yeah.
We made a remix. There are plans to also make some more, but on the project, it's. Should I?
There's no Ghanaian on there.
There's a Ghanaian on there.
Tell me, don't worry, drop it. What are the names on there?
It's Sarkodie.
You need to drop a bomb on that.
Shouts to him.
Boom. Baby bomb, baby.
Yeah, man, in the house. He really loves my stuff, and I think he's also one of the OGs that really love the young people.
No, he's special. I think in Africa, I have to, just coming off the top of my head now. Sarkodie is the only OG artist when we're talking about the generation 2010, 2009 that has the most collaborations with the younger generation. If you go to Nigeria, he's got with everybody from Buju to Ruga to,
Victoni.
The list goes on. If you're talking Ghana, Kidi Kwame, King Promise, the list goes on.
Even Kojo Black.
Exactly. I saw a verse on one of the songs where they were playing it to his boys and everybody went crazy. So that's Sarkodie. He's somebody that has vision when it comes to the young people. So Sark is on there. King Madi's on there. Who else is on there?
I have Mayokun on there too.
Mayokun.
And I have Sounds.
Okay, Sounds from Nigeria as well. Oh, wow. That's an eclectic array of musicians. I'm looking forward to getting a taste of that out on the 12th of April.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that that's the beginning for 2025 for you.
Well, I wanted to. There's someone on the EP. That's from my camp. A lady from my camp.
Oh,
yes.
And what's her name?
Viola.
And is this going to be an introduction?
Very dope. Yeah. Very. I mean, she's dropped an EP already.
But this is going to be.
But this is like
the next level up.
Personally, I feel like that is my second favorite song on the EP.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's called Convo. You should check it out when it comes.
Called what?
Convo.
Okay. What's the camp called?
Loop Music. And
your partnership, you're in partnership with Blue Vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Columbia.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Yeah. This is the first of many conversations to come. I sincerely look forward to seeing you on big stages and in big rooms, serenading the ladies as you should. And until then, we'll catch you next time. So, brothers in the room, please give it up to my brother, Olive the Boy. Thanks for coming through, my brother. Yeah, man. Nice to have you.
Podcast.